Okay, so today I took three trades, four if you count a failed ad. So my first trade was on AMD. AMD had gapped down. Oh no, it had gapped. It was one of the only tickers that gapped up. So it gapped up 2.5%. So everybody was watching it. I was watching it for the break of R3. So I took the 2 minute orb as it broke, came back, looking at the volume on the one, and the one red candle with not a ton. I thought it was going to be an ABCD pattern. The volume stepped up, and then I actually added back in on this pullback because I thought it was going to bounce and take off, but it failed and stopped me out at VWAP. And then I took a trade on Aapl. This was actually a late opening range breakup. So came down, and I'm starting to put these opening prices on my charts because it seems like they're respected quite a bit. So came down, bounced, made kind of like a double bottom shape. And then with this one red candle started pushing up, pushed up through VWAP, had a hammer, and then as it pushed up through the opening price and past the body of the 1 minute candle, I took a long. I partialed too quickly, so these two partials here were not great. My partialing discipline was not good today. But I want to start taking quicker partials on opening range breakouts, so that was part of my thinking, because I just get stopped out too often, even though it pops, and it's kind of a scalp play anyway. But this wasn't really an orb because it's a late entry orb, so probably too early there. So I ended up partial to R2, and then came back. I actually got all out here, so I didn't wait for my break even, although it would have happened. But if I would have been watching it, I could have jumped back in at any point today because it just ripped all day. So it came back, it tested this level here, pushed back up through VWAP, and then it just took off. So yeah, Aapl was crazy today. And then AMD, so crap, this was my first trade. So AMD, did I mention AMD already? Maybe I did. I've looked at it like 4 times. Yeah. Okay. So what was actually really interesting was Neo, and I think I'm going to start trading these R4 breakouts after an inside day. So if you go back several days, you see the pivot points squeeze in. So we squeeze down a little bit, and then we squeeze in. We have an inside day. And then kind of the only option is to squeeze the price out. And the price gets pushed to another value level, which happened today. So I was watching it, and I realized that it was an inside day, and that's why I was watching it. And Thor had called it out as well this morning. So it kind of chopped back and forth, and then I pull up the one. The one shows it better. And I didn't trade this well, so, but I think it's a good idea for a sample set. So we came up, we tested R4, we pushed down, and since I had the opening price on my chart, I was watching that. So it held this R4, pushed above it. When it pushed above R4, I took it long. And I was also in Aapl at the time, which was moving in my direction, so I got spooked out. But I should not have gotten spooked out because my stop was below the opening price. Came back, tested it to the penny, and then it started pushing up, and I could have jumped in at any point, like up until like noon, and it would have been a great trade. So I like these R4 breakouts after inside days, and that's what I'm going to do some back testing on, and make a play in my trade book for that. So that was my day. Thanks, bye.